Right, hello, welcome to another overcast and miserable day here on the east coast of the UK. This is the third part in a mini-series I'm doing on more unusual palms to be grown in the UK. This is the Chinese fan palm, or Livistona chinensis. This particular plant I bought a couple of months ago. There is four plants, four individual palms in the pot. It actually came in a very small pot. I know with these Livistonas they don't need a lot of root space, but I did up pot it, give it room to spread out the roots. When I brought it there was several spears waiting to open. Since repotting they've all opened up, getting a fairly decent size. Really nice sort of glossy green leaves, and there's plenty more spears coming, so this is going to be a good candidate to grow outside. I'd say from end of April, May time to September, October, depending on the temperatures of the seasons. They do vary. And this is again a good candidate for growing indoors as well as a house plant. They're sort of more of a shade loving palm, so I don't see any reason why you couldn't have them as a house plant all year round if you wanted to. The hardiness rating on these gonna be, I don't know, maybe -3, 4. They'll probably take a bit of damage. 5 or 6 would definitely kill them, or at least frost them to the ground. They are fairly root hardy, so I know in a lot of climates, in the US, a lot of people grow these as a sort of dieback perennial, where they'll just totally die back to the ground in winter, and it'll come back if you've got the heat. That'll put on a decent bit of growth through the summer. That's not an option in this country. We have a long cold winter which would probably, unprotected, would kill it, or at least kill it to the ground, and then with our sort of milder summers it's not going to grow to anything substantial. But yeah, so in general this one is kept pretty much out of the sun. It's had a couple of positions since I've had it. I kept it in a couple of hours of morning sun and then shade for the rest of the day, and then I've moved it now so it gets evening sun, only a couple of hours in the evening. But in general it's pretty much, it's not in full shade, it's sort of a reflective shade off my conservatory, so it's a bright but not full sun position, and it's grown fairly well considering the cooler temperatures. But obviously it helps when you've got a head start. I'm guessing when you don't see these that often in the UK, actually you quite often see the smaller rounder folia, which is it is a Livistona. I don't know if that is the actual name. That's what they're always marked up as, which you'll see, and they don't have such deep cuts into the leaves. They'd be quite just sort of a jagged leaf, if you like. So yeah, my plan with this is, like I say, that they can take cold, and as long as they don't get frost they won't get damaged, so I will be keeping this inside the summer house over winter, so that should just sit there dormant hopefully till things warm up again. So that's my plan. I have actually got one in the ground. I think I've shown it in previous videos. It's been in the ground for well, I'll tell you what, we'll have a look at in a minute. I'll just do a numbers rating on these. So care, ease of care, pretty easy plant again. Like most of these sort of plants that are sold as house plants are going to be quite easy to look after. So we'll look at probably a 8 or 9 for ease of care. I think they like to be fairly damp when in a growing situation, but if you keep them dormant, obviously you've got to keep them dry. Looks wise, for me, they're got to be a 10 out of 10. They're a good looking palm, real sort of tropical look to them. In fact, I'm just looking at this leaf, I really like this one. It's not sort of opened up fully yet. That really does look quite nice like that. Oh look, it's just popped. Yeah, I suppose since I get a bit of wind in them, that'll open them up, yeah. But yeah, so I think in general, good looking palms, you can get your hands on one. So not the easiest thing to find in the UK. I got this in a garden centre, like I say, it's in the indoor plant section. In general with these Livistonas, usually you'll find there'll be a cluster in the pot that just chuck a load of seeds in and you get what you get. So like I say, there's 4 in the pot. I haven't split them. I have had a bad experience with Livistona. It was actually the roundifolia. I bought a pot or 2 in, really careful with the roots. As I divide them, took my time, didn't hardly break any. No, both dead within a month afterwards. In fact, I had, trying to think what the name is, it's a sort of a ready leaf form Livistona. Maybe someone can comment below if they can remember the name of it. But all I did is repot that and it died. They really didn't like root disturbance. So yes, that's why I'm going to leave this as a cluster in the pot. That looked like a nice full lush tropical looking planter. Anyway, let's have a look at the one that's in the ground and we'll discuss that. So like I say, they're not really hardy to this country. They'll be borderline in some really mild areas, but so we're underneath here, so that is in a bit of shade, even though this centre bed gets full sun when we get sun. Obviously the cannas and that for the winter, for the summer, sorry, will protect it from the worst of the sun. So it had 3 leaves over winter. This whole bed was covered over. I kept all the leaves, hardly any damage. And then I was a bit hasty in removing the cover. And we had some late frosts, which I think this is the last remaining leaf, which I cut right back because it browned off. So growth this year, obviously we've had quite a poor summer. It's pushed out 1 leaf and we've got 1 little spear. So is it worth growing in the ground? If you can give it the winter protection, yeah, if you take a bit of time to protect it, then I didn't see any reason why. You know, it's going to be slow growing. They do want sort of quite hot temperatures in the summer to get them going. But yeah, if you want something that's sort of slow and plod along, I say they are nice looking palms. And if you can protect them over winter so they don't get damaged, then you know you got your head start for the next year. So I think we'll leave it at that for the Livistona chinensis. And thanks for watching.